Yo guys, welcome back to a brand new Call of Duty mobile video, and I'm going to be using the Peacekeeper MK2 in Hardpoint Crash, and obviously this is in Legendary Ranked, and I was like, you know what guys, I'm just going to go ahead and bring you guys some of the best gameplay. I actually went 37-6 in this game, basically almost dropped a 40 bomb. I almost could have got a nuke in this game, but obviously my teammates were playing point and they just wanted to end the game fast, and I didn't have enough time to really get the nuke, but I was so close to getting it towards the end of the game, and I was like, wow, that was just unfortunate. One thing I do want to say is that I did end up fixing the mic situation, so as you can tell, my mic is totally fine. You can hear my voice properly. I remember when I was recording the last two videos, I had really bad audio problems, and it was just not fun. And that's the reason why I put music in the background for most of the gameplay. And I know for probably some of you guys who like listening to my commentary and just my live commentary and so on and so forth, and just me explaining stuff that's happening in the game, I was like, you know what, this is obviously pretty unfortunate, but we did end up recovering. And like as you can see here, I'm just getting kills left and right in this building by P1. So and I just know that a lot of you guys have been asking me, like, yo, Evader, like, are you going to make different types of videos? A lot of people have been asking me for, top 5 LMGs, top 5 SMGs, even, like, my hip firing methods, because I know a lot of people have been, like, still been spamming me on the topic, and trust me, guys, I will make that video on how to hip fire with this specific shooting button. I will probably be making it next season. There's a lot of videos that I'm going to have to make now and in between when Season 7 comes out. And I do want to talk about a little bit about the buffs and the nerfs that are coming to Season 7, which I think Season 7 of Call of Duty Mobile is going to be probably the best season for sure. I just think that with the nerfs specifically, it's going to make the game more fun to play. And like I said, more guns will be used, but I do think we're going to be going back to a meta around a year ago that's going to be much more kind of annoying to use as well, but we'll see how it plays out. So for the nerfs, we obviously have the CBR4 getting nerfed heavily, which, the damage and its range is getting both nerfed, and I was like, wow, that is great, because honestly, the CBR4 is a really boring gun to use. It's been #1 in Call of Duty Mobile for the longest time, and I personally think that it absolutely deserved to get a nerf here, because it's just so annoying to play against. I mean, so many people spam it every single day, and it does not make the game fun at all. Another thing that I will say is with the CBR4, a lot of people have been using it like it's an assault rifle, and it's just so annoying. So for COD Mobile, I really hope that they did make the change, or make the nerf change, make it worth its while, because I don't know. So we'll just have to see, but I'm just glad that it got some type of nerf. The MAC-10 also got a nerf. I think that the nerf on this is a little bit interesting. I don't think the MAC-10 was OP enough to receive a nerf in my opinion, but I understand why they did it, because like I said, the close range time to kill on it was so OP, and the medium range capability that you were able to get from it was also pretty powerful, so they nerfed that. So I would say overall it was a good nerf, but I don't think they needed to nerf it in particular. I don't think, the MAC-10 was a particular problem in COD, but obviously, they had to do what they had to do. But the other guns that are getting buffed in Season 7 are going to be very interesting. First up, we have the Man of War. The Man of War is receiving another buff in Call of Duty Mobile. We are also getting another buff on the KN-44. So the Man of War is getting, a damage and a range buff again on top of, already getting buffed in Season 6. The KN-44 also receiving range buffs. And we also have the FR-556 assault rifle, which is receiving, I believe, a damage or a range buff. One of those two. It's not. I think it's a range buff. And then we also have the DRH getting buffed again, and we also have the HVK. The HVK is going to be getting buffed, and the large caliber ammo is going to be having some reduced penalties on the magazine itself. So I think next season is going to be very interesting. I think it's going to be a heavily AR meta, next season for sure. And one of the main reasons why I believe so is because, like I said, the Man of War is actually pretty lethal in Season 6. It's very good, and I do think that we're going to be seeing a lot of Man of War, a lot of KN maybe, depends, but I do think Man of War is going to be probably the most used AR next season, if I had to guess. Obviously, there's 3 new guns coming out next season too. I think one new SMG, one new AR, a new AR that's coming. So we'll have to just see. So Season 7 is going to be very unique in terms of the new guns that are coming out, but also with the older weapons that are getting buffed, like the Man of War, the KN-44, the HVK-30, and the DRH also is getting another range buff. So we'll just have to see. So a lot of ARs are getting buffed, so it's definitely headed towards an AR meta, which honestly I'm a more fan of. I'm not really so much into SMGs anymore. I don't know about you guys, but probably for people who love using SMGs. But I do think, with that being said, with the CBR4 getting nerfed, I do believe that the cordite is probably going to be, well, it depends. Maybe with the switchblade coming into COD, it might be up for grabs, but I do think that this the cordite is competing for the #1 spot, because the cordite feels very good Season 6. I know a lot of people were telling me to make a video on that, and which I did, and I was like, wow, it's a phenomenal gun. I really love using the cordite. I wish they would have buffed it one more time too, because then it would have just made it for an awesome SMG, in my opinion. They honestly just needed to buff up the range and the BSA more on it, and then I think it would have been a phenomenal you know, buff on the gun. But obviously, you know, COD Mobile is not going to buff every single gun in the game. You know, they're buffing a lot. I mean, the Season 6 was probably the most heavily buffed season inside of Call of Duty Mobile, and with the most amount of changes. Plus, I haven't made a ton of videos on a lot of different, you know, weapon categories, like shotguns, like things like that, snipers. So if you really want me to use other weapons, and I know I haven't even made an LMG video recently. The only video I made was the Holger, because I know a lot of people were asking me to make that. So like I said, I'm definitely going to be making a lot of videos that you guys have been requesting that I have not made as of right now. But I am just trying to give myself some leeway, so that way I can make all the videos that you guys want to see in the next season, because we are pretty close to it. I mean, next month, or I mean, yeah, so and the next, you know, next month is when we're going to be getting the new season, and it's basically just right there. So hopefully I can get you guys the videos as soon as possible, because obviously that's what my goal is. You know, I'm not really trying to waste your guys' time. And obviously, you know, I really do miss talking in my gameplay, so, you know, the next video that I'll do, it will definitely be a live commentary. But this is the part of the video where I definitely just go ham with the CBR4, and I obviously I got a lot of kills, and you know, I'm just, you know, trying to get a gun at this point. I just killed a guy right near P1. Obviously we're P2 now, but you know, I'm desperately trying to get that nuke, but I just couldn't get it. If my teammates got off the point, we would have probably won. But anyways, guys, so I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Please leave a like, and, you know, just, you know, it really helps out the video. It helps out with the algorithm. Leave a comment suggesting me what videos you want to see, what guns you want to see, what gunsmiths you want me to make. I'll definitely make them this season. I do not care what videos, I mean, what guns in particular. And also, you know, if you guys are new to the channel, I'm Evader, by the way. I hope you guys are enjoying the content. And if you've been sticking around, thank you so much for the support, guys. We're so close to 7,000 subscribers. It's absolutely crazy, and I truly appreciate the, you know, like I said, the support. And like I said, if you're new to the channel, if you like the video, if you hated the video, if you hate your life, love your life, I mean, if you just, you know, despise everything about life, just subscribe to the channel. Honestly, I will make your day way better than what it was originally. And with that being said, guys, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.